Let's talk a little bit about three putting. Anytime I see a player complain about three putting, I always ask them how they practice. And many times you'll see players practice short putts over and over from just around the hole. And they think that they're three putting because they're missing 3, 4, and 5 foot putts. I want to challenge you, if you struggle with three putting, to change the way you practice. I want to practice long putts, 30, 40, 50, 60 foot putts, because the number one cause of a three putt is the first putt was a poor speed control putt. You want the ball to die at the hole and give luck a chance. You want that first putt, if it doesn't go in, to just creep by the edge of the hole and stop where you can tap it in. One of the things that I like for all of my players to keep up with is the amount or number of tap-ins that they have after their first putt. And to briefly explain that, when you play an 18-hole round of golf, if you would keep track of the number of times after you hit your first putt that you are able to just walk up and comfortably tap it in. You don't have to reach in your pocket, jiggle your change, and mark your ball and nervously wait for your competitors to putt out while you have anxiety over that dreadful 3 or 4 footer that we have coming ahead. What I'd rather see you do is be able to walk up, tap it in, pick your ball up out of the hole, and go relax under the shade for your next tee shot, while your other playing competitors are actually struggling over making those short putts. The only way we're able to do that is to have great speed control with our first putt and practicing those long putts. Now, when you're doing that, you want to be able to just roll the ball one ball at a time up around the hole, tap it in, go to the next one. I like for you to practice sloping putts. I like for you to practice big breaking putts so that you can really control the speed of that golf ball. I think by learning to control the speed and practicing long putts versus grinding over those short ones over and over and over on the green, you don't run up that anxiety level. I often ask tour players when they're practicing short putts, what do you expect when you have a 3 or 4 footer? Well, they always expect to make it, just as most of you do. Well, if you hit 100 4-foot putts and you make 98 of them, that's an incredible amount of success. Yet most players, when they're practicing short putts, only remember the ones they missed. They don't remember all the positives that they had going from the success of the 98 that they made. They just remember those 2 bad ones. I don't want you to practice those short ones as much. We use the compass drill to talk about how to practice those short ones. Trust me, spend all of that time practicing those longer putts and you won't have nearly as many 3 putts because the distance control will enable you to tap that ball in and go to the next one. When you're counting those tap ins, try to get that number up around 14 or 15 in a round of golf. And remember, if you make that first putt, give yourself credit. You still count that as a tap in. So if we can get that number up to 14 or 15, you'll see those putts really come down in the total number and you'll have great success with your putting. I think this will really make a difference. Get that number to 14 or 15 and smile on your way to the bank after your round.